Do your own thing and anything goes were the slogans of the 1970s because it was all about you and yourself. Um, it's also referred to as the me decade because everyone was very into themselves and like, oh, I like this look, I don't care what anyone else thinks. Um, so I'm going to talk a little bit more about the 70s fashion as a whole, like how the unisex look was in, how blue jeans and like pants in general just became so popular, and just about all the crazy trends that went on in the 1970s. So let's take a closer look at the unisex and how it became one of the staples of the 1970s. So hairstyles were very popular. There's also this one they wore their hair like a shag cut, and it was like short, like super short on top, but then it was long on the sides, and then it was like a flat iron on the back. So that was very popular, and it was actually one of the first haircuts ever to become popular with both sexes, and that happened in the 1970s. They also like the protest look was in. It was like very like love or like love war peace, like no more war, like was worn on a lot of people's shirts, and it was actually considered very high fashion. Um, it was also cool to be fashionable, which was considered fashionable in the 1970s, which is very opposite, but that's the 1970s for you. Um, Now it's time to take a look at the blue jeans and how it took the fashion world by storm. Um, so in the 1970s, pants became no longer controversial, um, and it was okay for women to wear pants to school, work. Um, like I said before, anything goes in this decade. Um, Women felt more confident to wear what they wanted to work and to church and to school. Like my mom could actually wear dress pants instead of dresses to school. Um, but now the blue jeans designers like fell in love with the blue jeans look. They thought you could wear it anywhere, anytime. Um, it was very popular with the kids under 25. It um, Calvin Klein explained that in the 1970s he wanted to do over and over, like from day to night, from season to season. So that's blue jeans, like the definition of blue jeans. So lastly, I'm going to tell you some quick little facts that I learned while researching fashions of the 1970s in general. The miniskirt was actually made in the 1970s. It like broke down, like I said, the traditional categories. So like pants were no longer controversial, and evening wear turned from colors to black and solids. So it was actually like cool to go out at night in like an all black dress. Knee-high boots, like the go-go boots, were all the rage. Sportswear exploded in the 1970s. It became popular in the 1950s, and then so now you probably know more than you wanted to about the fashion of the 1970s. Um, I hope you enjoyed learning about all the 1970s fashion as much as I did. Thank you.